Then come March, spring break of 2022, I made the mistake of not using like lube and stuff, so I got in another anal injury. And one way I can tell that it's an anal injury specifically is because it hurts so well. It didn't hurt so bad, but the amount of blood that was coming out of me, I was like, there's something deeper. It's not just an anal fissure or like a cut in my butt. It's like really bad because I was like, when I would have to go to the bathroom and poop, like it was just blood. I knew I was in trouble. So come like the whole March situation, the next day, of course, I start having problems. But my problems were different from the first time. This time I had a delay of urinating, but it was constant urinating rather than but like being able to go rather than having urinary retention like I did the first time. So I went to urgent care and I was not even here at, like, I wasn't even home. I was in another state on spring break. It was horrible. And I remember not feeling good. And then I had to drive home towards the end of spring break because I wasn't feeling good. I had to leave and I had to drive like 5 to 6 hours sitting down constantly on my car, which made it worse. And it was bad. I had to call off work, stay home. So, anyways, I was finally better. I want to say it was 2 weeks of it. And the first time I had prostatitis, it was maybe about a 2 to 3 week period of like healing. I think it was like 2.5 weeks. But this time it was 2 weeks and I was normal. And I remember I had to go to Coachella and I just felt normal right before too. And so I was like, yes, let's go to Coachella. I felt great. My birthday came up. I was feeling great. It was like this thing just went away again. About 3 weeks into it, my libido was like really crazy. So I started masturbating like 3 times a day. And it wasn't just like every other day. It was day after day after day after day. And then I just remember going into work and I was telling my boss, like, I'm having like tenderness in my prostate. Like, I feel very weird. But like, it wasn't like when I had like the prostatitis, it was just very like tenderness. Like, I felt very tender. And I just remember it was kind of getting bad, but I was urinating normal. And then that lasted for about a week and a half. And it was during finals too, which was worse. But during finals, I remember there was like 2 days where I had to like lay in bed because I wasn't feeling good. And I was having to pee constantly. But when I was peeing, I was only able to do short streams. And the tenderness was so bad. But then I got better again. And then I felt normal for a freaking week. And so I was telling my friend about it and I'm like, I wonder like if it was just because I was masturbating too much. I'm not sure. So I had, so me and my friend were talking and he was like, well, let me help you. Let's see if we can have sex. And we had sex. He wasn't that big. He was average, but like I felt like it felt okay. Like nothing was hurting. It was going very nice and slow. And it wasn't until like he probably had me like in doggy and he was really getting my prostate, like not bad, but like I could feel him hitting it. And I remember the next night, it just started again with the tenderness and it was like the whole situation again. And yeah, it was me not feeling good again. I went to the doctor and I said, hey, this is happening again. And of course, it's the same doctor who was like, oh, I'm so sorry you're going through this. And she couldn't really do anything. So again, I knew she was going to say this. Let's just keep an eye on it. She did a prostate exam. And I remember not feeling good after that prostate exam. Like it kind of made it worse. And then a couple of days, I was still dealing with tenderness. And then there was one day where I felt good. Like I felt like I didn't have it. So I was like, oh, maybe I can masturbate again. So I masturbated and it didn't hurt or anything. And then the next night, I was inflamed again. And then for the whole week, it knocked me back to not feeling good. Like, I was in bed for 4 days straight. I had to call out of work. And my biggest fear right now is I don't know like if this is a forever thing, because one of the things I've been reading about is like it's non-bacterial chronic prostatitis, which I find is even worse, because if you have chronic prostatitis, it takes months or years for it to go away. And I don't want to deal with that. This is too horrible. I would never wish this upon any other guy. And I feel bad for my friend because since spring break, it's just me complaining and crying about this, and I'm so tired of it, and I'm pretty sure he's getting tired too. So I begged my doctor to send me to a urologist. It is now, June 8th. They can't get me until July 15th. So right now, I've been taking medication, but it's like an antibiotic, and this is not a bacterial prostatitis situation. It's more like an injury. And so now I'm just worried that this is gonna ruin my life forever. I'm making it a mission to not have sex or masturbate for the next 4 to 6 months. 4 months, but this is my last semester, and I just don't want to risk becoming inflamed or dealing with this during the semester, so I'm gonna make it 6 months. Right now I'm being normal. I'm dealing with some like odd cramping, like it feels like it's gonna come back, but so far as everything is good. I'm just sticking to my medication. I will give y'all an update after July 15th to see how I'm doing. I'm just scared this is forever. And if this has ever happened to anyone from an anal injury, please tell me about it. And please tell me if you're dealing with it where it's lasting for a while, but then like, please give me some hope that it's gonna go away. I hope it does. I'm hoping this second time around, it's just because it keeps getting inflamed because I'm not giving it time to heal. I don't know, but hopefully things are good. I can't say, but I'll give y'all an update. I just wanted to talk about my story about prostatitis and how I've been dealing with it. So yeah, please leave any comments you might have, or if you have any questions, I can let you know like how I dealt with it the first time. Yeah.